Right, you put me on after Nigel. That was a bad deal, wasn't it? Thanks for inviting me today. Colleagues, we are strong, but to survive in austerity we need to get stronger. Everything we've learned about today has been applied before, it's not new, and it helps build stronger unions, and it helped those unions in the past to win for our union members. You are the leaders in your workplaces. I remember the day that I realised that I was looking and the people that were there in front of me were no longer there, and it was almost like that game when you sit and you notice the chair's gone and it's you. You are those people today. You are the fantastic leaders that are going to take our union forward. The workshops today have approached organising from different perspectives. We've looked at how we can campaign more effectively through putting pressure on employers, working with communities and targeting our efforts in the general election. We've looked at effective messaging and the newish digital channels of communication. You've seen the pitfalls, some of them. We've looked at specific skills for workplace organising, one-to-one communication, mapping, mentoring and the tactic of workplace blitzers. The workshops have differed in their focus and in their scale, but they have all helped to equip us with the challenges ahead. I do genuinely hope, like me, that you've got a lot out of the contributions from the people that I've spoke to today. I remember my baby seal. In fact, today I was at a community event and I've got a baby. They said, Angie, if you come and open our community event today, we'll get you a baby and you can have a picture of the baby. And I've got the picture of me with this baby. It's so cute. And it's going viral as we speak. It's amazing. So I absolutely adopt the baby seal approach. Last year in the Northwest, we were successful in recruiting over 25,000 new members. That was phenomenal. It was a stretch target. When we came up with that target, we really didn't genuinely think we were going to make it. We wanted to make it. We aspired to make it. And of course, the context to which we were recruiting at that time was so difficult for you as activists, and yet we managed to achieve. We achieved our target. We exceeded that target, and that was because of people like you in this room. We've led campaigns that have achieved results. We've seen off privatisation proposals at Pennine Acute Health Trust and at the University of Central Lancashire. And they were no small achievements that we made. These were big capitalist projects that they had, and we fought tooth and nail, and we don't always win, but we have made successes. We've led successful campaigns against particular cuts in public services. In Cumbria, against the cuts to ambulance service. I'm sure they put that in there because Aviva took over North West. I'm just saying, we did a good campaign, all right. Even though we didn't win, we tried. And also, recently in Liverpool, against the cuts to Shore Start Centre, and Paula Barker, the soon-to-be regional convener, spoke at that event and did an amazing job. In many cases, we've been able to stop or at least limit the impact of employer offences against terms and conditions. It's that constant, isn't it, at the moment? You know, when I came into the union, I remember there was lots of different departments in local government, because that was my background, and you know, you knew the HR people, and you'd all sort of, you know, they had a background in industrial relations. Now it's such a treadmill, you know, joint venture companies, arm's length organisations, privatised care homes, different regulation, the domiciliary care sector, the private sector, the children's centre. You know, you just whirl round in your head. There's so much for us to do, and that's not even looking after our members who constantly ring us and expect us to be experts in everything. And we've really battled against that, and we've done an amazing job, and you've done an amazing job. None of these things were achieved easily, and I want to salute every single one of you in the room and the efforts of UNISON activists across our region who worked so hard to deliver these wins for our members. And remember, you are volunteers, you are the unsung heroes. The amount of times that we sit there and our members go, I pay your wages, and they sit there and tell you how rubbish you are. One tip that I will give you, what I've always done, is I have a cork board on my wall, and I have all my thank yous that I've ever received from my members. And when I'm having a bad day, or I've lost a case, and we do lose the cases that we should never ever lose, and we lose campaigns that we should never ever lose. But you know what, when you're having those days, remember all those other days where you've helped somebody. And I remember helping people even when they've been dismissed from their employer and they thanked me because at least I was there fighting their corner. So even when you might not get everything, being there and fighting for somebody, it's a massive achievement to do that. I want to pay tribute to the work of the activists in defending members in the context of austerity. It is a difficult climate. It's easy to be in the trade unionists in the good times when we're talking about apprenticeships, when we're setting up new divisional meetings, when we've got all the reps coming forward. It's a very different climate in which you're organising today. It's tiring. Many of us are worn out. We do feel battle scarred at the end of the day. But we keep going because we're trade unionists and we know it makes a huge difference to the members' lives to be part of a union fighting their corner through difficult times. Colleagues, I believe we're at a crossroads. The union we represent and work for today will not be the same in 3 or 6 years' time. It can't be, because the world is quickly turning at the moment. Generations of activists have built and sustained our union, and we've continued that work in recent years with refocusing our resources and energies on organising and recruitment. Imagine our union made up of branches with 80% or more of the workplace in membership, where we have lead organising stewards in every work area on every shift, coordinating an army of activists ready to support and represent and lead our members. Communication structures that ensure well-crafted messages are conveyed to members on a one-to-one basis, complemented by social media and digital communication strategies. Members who don't just take part in the democratic process of the branch, but who actively engage in collective campaigns that challenge the employer and defend and further the interests of our members. Members who don't just belong to our union, but members who are our union. Organising is not about branches and activists taking the servicing burden from the region or full-time officers. It's about the whole union working together to resource, support and empower members to work collectively to address their issues in the workplace and beyond. That's the union that we have to become. And if we do, we won't just avoid decline, we'll grow. We'll grow to an extent that no employer would dare take us on. When workplaces are organised, an employer would not have an easy option for downgrading the staff or making redundancies. When workplaces are organised, a council or a health trust who know they'd face opposition to any attempt to privatise a service, they wouldn't even dare. When workplaces are organised, a government would not be able to easily weaken our employment rights. If we had a union comprising of lots of organised workplaces, then we could truly speak for working people, and governments would have to take note. This is our responsibility. It's a snowball effect. It's those one-to-one conversations. It's that pebble that you throw into the water and the ripples. We can do this. It's a daunting task, but we've made an excellent start. Now we need branches to fully embrace organising. We've got to go out there and sell this to our reps and to our branches. We need to stop seeing full-time officers as the cavalry and realise that the real power lies in the collective engagement and mobilisation of our members. We've got it. We've always had that power. Colleagues, we are strong, but to survive in austerity, we need to get stronger. Everything we've learned about today has been applied before and has helped us build stronger unions and help those unions win for our members. You are the leaders in your workplace. Thank you.